Tonight was supposed to be our spring benefit at Chelsea Piers, but as you all know, where everyone's on pause in New York City and everything is shut down. So we decided to have a virtual gathering to celebrate and honor the people who work every day at NCS because NCS could not shut down. We'll be celebrating the work that they're doing and raising money to support NCS and the future work that they'll continue to do.
So, every night at 7 o'clock, there is the community cheer for the healthcare providers who certainly are deserving of that recognition. And we've heard a lot about the other essential workers, transit workers, delivery people, grocery store workers. We don't hear enough about the human services workers. We don't hear enough about the essential workers on our staff who, while everybody else is sort of safe at home and hunkered down, they are coming to work every day to maintain our facilities and our programs, to make sure that our facilities are safe, that our services are being provided to our tenants, and that our tenants are safe. They've also had to take on roles that they probably never anticipated they would have to have, as far as really tending to people who potentially were very sick with this virus, to providing meals to people who in the past had been able to be out in the community fending for themselves. They've done all of this despite their own anxieties, despite the fact that they may have school-age children who now are suddenly having to be at home with them while they are working, and despite the personal illness and loss that they've experienced. So I really think that they are absolutely deserving of their own 7 o'clock cheer. So, listen to me at 7 because I'm going to scream.
Probably the biggest challenge for the staff has been that they don't get to have that in-person contact, and I think the clients are really feeling that as well.
At Chance for Change, as Dominic noted, most of the clients there are living in shelters, and Chance for Change became for them a community and an oasis during the day, and it's that by design. So it was really meant to be a place where you could go and have a safe, supportive community while you worked on addressing your substance use disorder. And so losing the group and losing the safe place to be has been a tremendous blow, I think, to our clients. At the same time, I think it's really a testament to the Chance for Change staff that they have maintained contact and services for so many of the clients who were in the program at the time we shut down. And, as I'm sure people listening to this can imagine, if you have a mental health disorder, if you have a substance use disorder, these are very anxious, trying times. And I think they're likely to be very difficult for people who are facing those challenges. And so Chance for Change, I think, still remains a lifeline for people.
For my tenants here, being isolated in a room all day, it has a very strong impact on them. I had one tenant today who said, "I'm really bored. I need to get out of this room." And I kind of offered her a different route with introducing her to a tablet, to borrow a tablet. And she was so amused by it, and she loved it. And it kind of took her out of that spot for a minute and allowed her to embrace something different and to search the internet where she was more free because she didn't have a phone. So that for me, that highlighted my day, and it helped her a lot.
actually want to go back to a success story.
Oh, great.
So with the support of Lewis 9 house staff, in the midst of all of this, we have been able to successfully transition 3 of our clients out into permanent housing.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Since the start of this up until this week, we've transitioned three tenants out. So the staff has risen to the occasion.
So for the staff in general, and I've seen something recently. We had one of our front desk staff who actually printed out some crossword puzzles. It may seem like a very small gesture, but to the tenants, it was very huge and they appreciated it. It helped some of them with their anxiety. It relaxed them when they were doing that puzzle. And I think that was a great step for front desk staff to come up with something like that in the midst of this crisis to help our tenants get through their difficult day. I also want to add that the superb team of the maintenance staff for keeping the whole building, the clients and the staff safe with their continuous work around the clock in sanitizing has also helped to make the staff feel more comfortable in coming into work.
Monique just pointed out the front desk staff and the facility staff, and those staff members underestimate their importance, because everybody on our team is really contributing to the well-being of the tenants. And, for this staff member to, on his own kind of think of, well, how can I help, our tenants? That's, not quote unquote part of his job to provide that, but he cares and he thought about it. And for the staff who are cleaning and maintaining the building, they're on the floors. They interact, closely. For them, it's probably hardest to maintain social distancing, but they're also the ones who can see, oh, so-and-so doesn't look so well, or so-and-so seems to be struggling. And they point that out. And so really, I think everybody at every level has always done a fantastic job, but they've really now stepped up in service of our clients.
Most of our clients do rely on summer youth jobs. So now with no summer youth employment, that's going to be an income that they're not going to have. But I can say with the help of our educational vocational options team, we have been able to still provide those employment services, and some of our tenants have gained employment during the pandemic. Fast food restaurants, delivery services. So we're still working and we're still providing the services that our tenants need.
I think that the way they have risen to the challenge, I think what's been tremendously rewarding is seeing the compassion and concern of our staff and the way that they have risen to the challenge of the work that they're doing. I think it's something that's in the DNA of the organization that dates back to our founding, our board members at the time who were hands-on, and I hear the clapping.
The clanging.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, heroes.